Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at some really, really old food that I accidentally forgot I had. We're going to see if it's still good some 20 years later. Alright everybody, welcome back. So the other day, I'll give you a quick story of how I found this. The other day I was cleaning out my closet in my storeroom. And my closet in my storeroom generally has big Rubbermaid tubs full of stuff that is stuff you're not going to rotate out. You know, it's not like I have to take out my sleeping bag every 2 years and rotate it. So it's got a couple old sleeping bags. It's got my plate carrier, body armor stuff, all that, stuff that I grab and go type stuff, along with my safe and everything else like that. So one of the tubs in there has all sorts of toiletries and soap and stuff like that. The other one has the sleeping bags and an old tent. Now these are really old sleeping bags. I have so much better, lighter options these days, so I really haven't looked at them in a very long time. And the tent is an old Coleman tent, and it's pretty heavy. So again, haven't used it, haven't looked at it probably since we moved here. Anyway, I'm digging it out and I'm cleaning everything out of there, and I got rid of a lot of stuff, and some of it I'm getting rid of, some of it I'm selling, some of it I don't need anymore. It's like triple and quadruple redundant stuff that I've had for years. So I came across in the bottom of the tub that had my sleeping bags in it, I came across this box. Now this is interesting here because there's this whole story to it. When I was getting ready, I first started preparing around the Y2K hype. Wasn't necessarily worried that the computers were going to crash and the world was going to come to an end. I was more concerned with people's reactions from an everyday, just accidental blackout that happened at midnight, or somebody playing a stupid joke or something, or a possible terrorist attack to mark the event. That's what I was worried about. So, because of that, I started getting into preparedness, and then I found out about the old just-in-time rule where your store has an average of 3 days' food on it during normal shopping times. And just as that food's running out, the truck pulls right up with more. So I started preparing, and I made a trip with a group that I was involved with, an old Y2K group, up to the Beehive Country Store in San Jose. At the time, I was living in Monterey, California. And I knew this stuff was really, really old, because it has the sticker that says Beehive Country Store and Winfield Boulevard in San Jose. And I was like, wow, that was bought at right about this time in 1999. That stuff's 20 years old. I want to see if this stuff survived. I've never, since I bought this, I've never seen these sold before. They're little trays, kind of like the Hormel Complete type things. And I'm going to give you a look at this date here. I'm not sure if that's a date code it was made. I have to look up some more info on it. But they're made by Premium Quality Foods, Star Foods, made in San Antonio, Texas. And I assume these were probably made in 1998, 1999-ish. And they have a ham omelet, chicken stew, beef with noodles and sauce. I got a couple other entrees in here. And I just can't believe I forgot them totally. When you have a lot of stuff, sometimes you'll miss stuff. It's not really a end of the world type situation, but it's kind of a bummer because I would have eaten them up earlier, but maybe they're still good. So I figured what we'll do today, I also found this too, you'll get a kick out of this. This is a movie that they made right before Y2K, and it's Y2K Year to Kill. It was a horrible movie. Ugh. The whole premise of the thing, there were maybe 5 or 10 minutes that dealt with preppers and Y2K in the beginning, and the rest of it was some kind of weird Quentin Tarantino-induced, chaotic, weird thing. I don't know. It was a bad movie. It wasn't quality. But I had to get it because it said Y2K on it, and I wanted something kind of as a memory from that time. So it was that and that in there. So let's what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat a couple of these up in the microwave. We're going to try the chicken stew, the ham omelet, and the beef with noodles. And I'm just going to heat them up. Well, we're going to open them up first. Heat them up and see if they're any good, if they don't smell bad. So the first thing you got to do is pass the smell test. Anyway, I figured we'll open these up here on camera. You got that thing on top. I'll tell you one thing, that seal's on there. It's not coming off. And of course, I cut my nails the other day. So I'm just going to cheat and use a fork and just kind of go around the outside. Well, it doesn't smell bad. It has that typical industrial type stored food type smell to it, It's kind of a brick. So we'll heat that up. Tasted some of it cold. It actually tastes good. Damn, 20 years old. That's pretty good. Let's try out this ham omelet. This has got to be scary. What the heck is that thing? I'm going to heat it up. I have no idea. Let's see how it smells. Yeah, it doesn't smell bad at all. There's no real smell to it. That thing, that is scary. All right, this is why I tell people, check your food out before you store it. Let's get this guy here. See what he looks like. This is the chicken stew. Oh, it's shooting all over me. That doesn't look too bad. Doesn't smell bad either. So I'm just going to take these inside, microwave them, and we'll try them out and see how they taste. So anyway, folks, I put them in the microwave. Some of them seem to have come a little softer. Some of them just look the same, like that omelet back there. That omelet's scaring the heck out of me. But this is kind of a good test because shelf life on things, if stored correctly, can last a lot longer. And I'm really surprised to say that this stuff here, I'm going to have a little piece. I have a little piece inside just to test it. Got beef and noodles. Tastes perfectly fine. I mean, I'm not going to eat it because I'm not going to run the risk. But that one little bite tastes perfectly fine. Like, absolutely nothing's wrong with it. Let's try out the omelet. This ham omelet. I'm trying to see ham in it. I don't see any ham in it. No, let's take a little piece. I don't want to, just in case it's nasty, I don't want you to take a big piece. Huh. Tastes like scrambled eggs with ham in it. It's kind of a chemically aftertaste on that one. But not a bad taste. But yeah, folks, if you find food like this, just throw it out. Let's try this out. That's actually good. That actually tastes perfectly fine. So, the omelet's kind of questionable. Then again, probably wasn't all that good when it was brand new. It really kind of has a weird kind of aftertaste to it. So, I mean, I'm just taking little bites of these, and of course they're going to go in the trash. I'm not going to try and eat them. But in a survival situation, this or this, I'd chow down on no problem. The omelet, I'd have to choke that down. I don't like the aftertaste of it. It kind of has me concerned. But it just goes to show you, it's a good reminder. Check all your food and, dig through stuff and do a little bit of spring and fall cleaning, I tend to do a fall cleaning instead of a spring cleaning. And I tear through stuff and rotate stuff out that might have gotten stuck behind. And these, I mean, I haven't opened that thing. I mean, I have so much better when it comes to tents and sleeping bags that these are really just old stuff that just was kind of lying around. It's kind of, I didn't want to throw it out because it felt wasteful. I didn't want to sell it because you never know if you're going to need it. But to find that in there was really a shocker. And to find the old video in there told me exactly. I said, no way, are those really from, pre-2000? And then I saw the ripped off kind of sticker here. And I remembered the day we all went as a group up there, we were going to get prepping supplies. And I bought a radio, a little crank-up radio. I think I've shown that in some other videos. It's a really old one. I bought this. And I did buy one more thing that I wanted to show you really, really quick, so I don't take up too much of your time today. One of the things I never thought about was, well, I drink a lot of coffee. How am I going to make coffee after the power's out? I got this thing. This thing is a 12-volt, 120-volt coffee machine. I don't know how the safety of this, to be honest with you. It has a regular plug, and then it has this here that plugs into here, and you can plug it into a 12-volt outlet. So I have used it once, just plugged in. It worked well. I don't know about the safety of using it in a 12-volt outlet, but that's for your creamer and your sugar, and that's just a percolator. Just a regular pot, you put your coffee in top here and let the water heat up and brew through it. So anyway, there's some old nostalgia, some old pre-Y2K food and preps. I'm probably going to sell this one off because I'm sure there's collectors out there that would like it. And it does work. I plugged it in last night and it still got hot. So I'm probably going to sell that off because I have far better ways of making coffee. It is interesting to check your preps, you know, maybe if you've been prepping for a while, to see how things have improved over time. Let me tell you something. Food has improved over time for storage. That omelet was nasty, the other one was okay, and this one was pretty good too. So anyway, that's the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed my little oops in making a mistake and not checking everywhere to rotate for food. I have no idea why I put that in there. That food does not belong in that box at all. But I thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out our links down below, our Amazon store. Just click that link. Shop as you normally would if there's nothing in the store you like. Really helps out the channel. Doesn't cost anything to do it at all. And don't forget to check out our O-Like and our Thrive Life link. I can guarantee you Thrive Life is better than this stuff. But better than this isn't saying much, but check that out too. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.